Well, I think it's, well, as simple as it can be sometimes when you play a team like Oklahoma. But, Texas won't be very impressed, I don't think, coming in. They've played so well in the last 3 weeks or so. But I think they're, defenders, guys like Johnson and Omenahu and those kind of guys have to be huge factors in this game and frustrating OU and getting them off the field. I mean, Army found a way to keep them off the field by running the ball, but you're not going to see games like that very often. The relatively unsettled nature of their quarterback position, unlike what it's been like in the last, several years, it always seems like, and it's not unusual now in college football, there's usually at least two. But Ellinger's done a really, really nice job. 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and he's really been there in those drives and those games that they needed him. And I think that's going to serve them well going forward because the Big 12 is kind of turning into the deep end of the pool. Well, Texas always is a huge threat, in that Red River Challenge. You go down there and the whole, records get thrown out thing, but it's such an intense rivalry that just weird stuff happens. But I think right now in the Big 12, it's West Virginia's conference to win or lose. I really think just body of work, what they've done so far, I've been really impressed, especially with their quarterback, Will Greer. Well, parts of efficiency. He's completing 70% of his passes. And for a dual sport guy, that's kind of unusual. Throwing a lot of touchdown passes, saving a lot of drives, really killing people with his feet when he goes to run. I'm sure, that's got his head football coach and every Sooner fan a little nervous every time he leaves the pocket. But I've really been impressed with his poise. And he acts like he's been there and he's been playing since he started college, and that really hasn't been the case. Well, 20 years ago, not a big deal at all. But I think, how you treat your players, no matter how you try to interpret it and then reinterpret it and explain it away, lay your hands off your players, period. Because eventually, if this continues, if coaches sort of do this and don't think, eventually one of these kids is going to hit them back. And, I know that's speculation, but that's a natural instinct. And when that happens, just remember you've been warned.